a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 53's mine. Hey, Sam off. Go.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Shoot!
Check. Check. Watch the air.
Hard. Shoot!
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. Hey, watch it.
Hey, Charlie.
36.
Get it.
Back to throw here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
51's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Let's go.
Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From the 29, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, lady. Watch two. Watch the curl.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mike 2.
On 1st down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We got 3, young ladies. Mike 2. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 2.
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Let's get this.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Deuce, 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 deuce. Wide, wide, wide. Get wide. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
Number 53. Mike 53.
Big Griffin, Big Griffin.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. (21-0) our score after one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st down, Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
They're running it.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Bell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, orbit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the pass. Mike, 55.
Here's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now. On hit.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 97 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing on second down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Back to throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
53's Mike.
I got him. Five.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Hey. 53.
Hey.
53. Check.
Five.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Rock it.
Check. Sponge. No.
Gone.
Back.
Hey, Delta.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for it all. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Jets, nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, 50's the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
50's the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant.
To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
You ready? 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Ricky. Go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 soft. 6-6. Pull it high. Defense, no game. Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, Mike 51.
Bam.
Watch the pass. He's checking.
Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Carlos Dunlap has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go, let's go.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Here we go. 8 read.
Mike. All day. All day.
Bravo.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. In your face.
Yep.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Know your job.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Real side. 36. Line 36. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Line 36. I'm scared.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the catch, it's Crowder. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Jets first down.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the Bengals' 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming, man, 80. I'm coming. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 36.
Again, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Lady. Mike 36. Mike 36.
To the air again, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Daniel Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point by Moore, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at that. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Squeeze.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Push him back. Push him back. Switch. No. Off. Hit it.
He's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV.
I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, it's Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hatch it. Yo, 80.
Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second and goal from inside the 5. Second and 4. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, good move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.